Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about an item I see overlooked by a lot of newer preppers, and that is Chemlight glow sticks. Alright everybody, welcome back, and I hope you all had an awesome Thanksgiving. We had a great time here. I wanted to talk today about some Chemlight glow sticks that I see people lately have kind of fallen out of favor with preppers. I don't see them in as many bug out bags as I used to. I don't see people talking about them. And it's not the most exciting topic, granted, but it is a topic I think that definitely has a place when we're discussing being prepped and ready. Now these I purchased on Amazon. It's a 12-pack. You can probably find them cheaper in your local store. I will leave a link down below if you're interested in buying this 12-pack. They come in this package here. This is a set, do not separate. But again, my deal is saving you guys money, so if you can find them cheaper in a local store, I wouldn't be telling you to buy them from me. Buy them where you can find them the cheapest. Anyway, one of the reasons I got these, and I don't really talk about my own prepping too much, I show you a lot of gear, but one of the reasons I got these is because I needed them to replace them in my go bags and bug out bags. So what I have back there is one of my go bags. It's a get home bag, really. It's my travel bag. I take it with me when I stay in hotels overnight or anything like that. And it's a fairly basic bag, it's just got food, water, shelter, the basics. Got a good knife in there if I have to chop up some wood for a fire, whatever. It's also very handy because around here, we sometimes get wild weather in the winter. And yesterday, people found that out when they got stuck up on the mountain for a couple hours with no way to get home. It snowed in, it snowed them in. So it's kind of a travel bag. It's not really a full bug out bag. It's things that I have that are convenient for travel type stuff along with some survival gear. Anyway, inside that bag I also have some Chemlights and I need to replace them. Now I bought 2 of these sets, so I've already replaced them in my other go bags and my bug out bags. But I wanted to show you this because this has the least amount of them in it, and it also has a very cool tool on it along the side here. Now why do I like Chemlights? Well, first of all, I like them because they can be used in any situation. If you have a gas leak, if you're in a hazmat situation, somewhere where you wouldn't want to start an electronic device like a high-end flashlight that generates heat, something that could make a spark, these things are awesome. I could light this up in a room filled with propane fumes and it would not light a fire, And chances are a flashlight wouldn't either, but why take the risk? This is a whole lot safer. They're also convenient for a set and forget kind of thing. If you live in an apartment and you have kids, you're worried about them knocking over candles or lanterns, something like this, you can just crack one open and not worry about it. Drop it on a counter. They don't get hot. They don't burn. If they fall on the ground, who cares? They're not going to start a fire. They're not going to burn your rug or your floors, whatever. Very, very handy little prep item. And I noticed lately that I don't see a lot of people talking about them or using them. And I just think it's kind of a shame because they're kind of a handy survival tool. Now I have a bunch of these stored up in my storeroom in my lighting boxes. I have little Rubbermaid tubs of lighting and other gear, but those are all fairly new. So the ones in my bug out bags I knew were old, and I'm gonna go in here and show you the ones in here really quickly. Get the shemagh out of the way there, and as you can tell, I also have other types of lights. This normally lives in here. I have rechargeable headlamp. I have the Nebo Big Larry flashlight. They definitely have a purpose in a go bag, but so do these. These kind of things are awesome. I may want to have a nightlight on in my room overnight, not because I'm scared of the monsters under the bed, but I may want to have a nightlight on in my room, and I don't want to burn up my batteries, so very handy. So in here I have 3 of them, and some of these are rather old and expired. This one is probably the newest, and it says used by October 15th. I don't know if you can catch that on the camera there. This one was 09. This expired in 03 or 08, 09. Definitely old. And this one, August 15th. So I don't like to, they will work, generally, honestly, they will work for a really long time after their best buy date. But I like to try them out and show you that they're still good. But it's a good idea to rotate them because let's face it, the one time one goes bad, you don't want it to be when you need it in an emergency. So we're going to pop this old one out that expired in 09. And shake it up, crack it, and there you go. You can see it's glowing. Let's kill the top light here. So you can see it's glowing. It's working. So it's pretty darn amazing. Now, what I've noticed with these is as they get older, they tend to not last as long. They say 8 hours. Maybe this one will burn for 6 hours. You know, so that's really your issue with them getting older. Most of them will light up unless you store them in really horrible conditions. So let's try these guys out too, since I'm going to be replacing them. Wrong side. And I do like the white better than the colors. I do have some colors in here. I kind of like the white better just because it gives you a nice clean light. And there you go, that one's glowing. I don't know if you can tell it is, but you can see, yeah, it's glowing. So you can see it's glowing. And then there's a yellow one here. Let's see how these are. These were fairly inexpensive. I bought these a couple years back in a military surplus store in Vegas. Some of you guys might know it, Hans Surplus. Can't tell if that one's glowing. It looks like it is. Let's see. Let me kill the lights again. I gotta find a unified switch for all my lights when I do these kind of tests. Yeah, it's glowing. But you can tell it's not glowing very brightly. And it's only glowing in the center. So it needs a good mixing. So that looks a little thicker than normal, the stuff in there. But still, you know, these are older and you don't want to use up old preps in the middle of an emergency. So that's why I like to stick with these. Let's open one of these up and give you a little bit of light difference on them, because I know these are very, very bright. I got these because they were recommended to me. They're extremely bright. Now watch, I'll crack one and it won't be bright. They also come with a little lanyard. It's a little, some kind of tape on there. I don't think I'm going to mess with it too much. See if I can just get it off. I'll get it off camera. There, by the magic of editing, it's off. Okay, so I'm going to snap this one. Shake it up really bad. That is bright. Now I want you to notice the difference here. Here's a white one from before, and this one's a little brighter, I think. Let's put them side by side here. This is the new one on the left, and that's the old one on the right. Yeah, I don't think the camera's going to show it, but you can see this one is definitely brighter. Now I'm going to show you the cool tool that you can probably find in most military surplus places. You might even be able to order these online. I keep this in my go bag for travel because, again, I use it in hotels. It has a clip here, so you can clip that onto your shirt or pocket or whatever. It also has a clip here, so you can clip this onto an antenna or any kind of post or mast anywhere. And these come apart. In here I have one that I haven't used. I don't know the expiration date on it. Let's crack it and see too. And it's glowing. Not exceptionally bright. That's another reason why I like the white ones. So we're going to put this one in here, and I'm going to show you, whoops, wrong way. I'm going to show you how this works and why it's kind of handy to have. You have, again, I got to turn off the lights, like a light show in here. So I got this, right, and I got that open. If I want just a little light, I can take it down to nothing, or turn it off, quote unquote, you know. And I can kind of control the light that I have by manipulating the little tool. So it is a handy item to have. Not a super necessity, you know, again, but it is kind of cool to have, and I found it, again, in the military surplus store. This was actually one I used to go to in California that had this, and I thought it was a really cool item, and I've had it for years. I also have another thing in my vehicle that will hold this into a base, and it has a very strong magnet on the bottom, so you can stick these on your car. It's in my car rescue kit. So if I have to snap one of these open and stick it on the back of my car, and I store red ones for that in the car kit, because I want to be seen, I want it to be bright, but these would work just as well. So anyway, that's kind of the deal. What I'm going to be doing is, let me get the old ones out of here. You can see this one's really almost dead compared to this newer green one. I don't know if you can tell on camera again. This one's way, way not as bright as that bright green one. So it definitely pays to rotate them and keep them up to date. I am going to be putting a new one in here unwrapped. I generally tell people to keep them wrapped. It keeps them protected. They're not going to leak on you or spill anywhere, but it's a good idea to keep them wrapped up and safe. So I'm going to stick 3 back in the bag itself, 1 inside this guy here. I actually forgot I had one in here. And we'll do it that way, and we'll have a nice fresh set of lights. These are good till 2022, 11/20/2022 on the expiration date on the bottom. So definitely a cool little prep to have. Very handy, very simple to use. Doesn't take, any kind of complicated recharging or batteries or anything. They just work. And that's why I really like Chem Lights in a go bag, or even for your home emergency kit. Very, very handy item to have in your home. So that's the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget, folks, we are having our Olight sale for the next few days. If you go back one video, you'll see all the stuff that we have on sale for Olight. It's their Black Friday sale. It runs a good long time, so get in on the stuff. There's some that are only single-day items, so make sure you check them out. Don't forget to check out our Amazon link. I will put a link to this pack down in my store. If you find it cheaper online, or locally, by all means, buy it. I'm not telling you to buy it from my store if you can get it cheaper. The whole idea of the channel is to save money, so I'd be really a hypocrite if I was telling you, buy this from my store only. Buy it wherever you can find it cheaper. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link as well. We have lots of freeze-dried food in there, and you'll definitely want to check that stuff out too. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.